pleasant day to everyone. My name is Jocelle. As one of the pioneer graduates of the controversial modular learning modality, we have been confronted with novel challenges, the demands and expectations in overhauling our educational system. However, we have also been equipped with knowledge and skills, hence honed, nurtured, and developed to deal with more challenges and struggles in our lives hereafter. The past 2 school years are different from what we are all used to. When the DepEd announced that we would have distance learning modalities, we all had violent reactions. Most people blamed the government for everything. Because of our situation, some even demanded an academic freeze, which we felt was unfair to other students. We felt suffocated by this new method of learning, which took away our freedom. This pandemic has affected us all, and my heart goes to those who continue to work hard to reach their goals. Before I end my speech, I want to express my sincerest gratitude to every person who helped me along the way to adapt to the challenges brought about by the pandemic and achieve this milestone. To my parents, thank you for leading, encouraging, loving, and supporting me in bringing out the best of me, what I can and must remember. Thank you for your patience and guidance as I occasionally get illogical and difficult. I offer you this honor and recognition to express my gratitude for having parents like you in the simplest but most effective way conceivable. To my dearest friends, Aljen, Cassandra, Jarell, Joanna, and Joanna, you have greatly motivated me to work harder in my studies, leading me to reach this goal. Without you, my senior high school experience wouldn't have been complete and enjoyable. To all of our DFLOMNHS teachers and administrators, on behalf of my fellow graduates, thank you for believing in us and inspiring us to pursue our dreams. We may not always remember the formula, rules, terms, and concepts you taught us, but we will remember how you shared your knowledge and experiences with us. You have also made us realize that there is more beyond the 4 corners of a classroom. Thank you for not giving up on us and for being our second parents. All memories you've shared with us will be forever treasured in our hearts. Above all, I give my deepest gratitude to our Father in Heaven, who stood beside me through this challenging part of my life. He gave me the strength to face all hardships, gave courage and hope in my heart, and never left me in my darkest hours. We live in a world full of uncertainties. As a result, we must do everything possible to avoid regret afterward. I'm not sure when you'll fully grasp my message, but my hope is that eventually, you'll realize there's more to life than you can fathom. As I end my testimonial speech, I declare upon everyone good health and an abundance of blessings. Thank you, and may our Father in Heaven bless us all.
Graduation is a moment for reflection and for dreaming. It's time to say our final goodbyes to yesterday and hello to tomorrow. It's a time to celebrate who we are and who we might become. Thank you to our teachers and mentors for helping us to expand our knowledge, skills, and capabilities. We have reached the end with embedded learning in our minds and values in our hearts, thanks to your patience, perseverance, and dedication. You instilled in us the will to achieve perfection in whatever we do. You all paved the way for our achievement and help us grow into better individuals. Over the last 2 years, we got thrown into a situation that nobody expected and nobody was prepared for. We are kept out of schools and held at home, forced to take modular and blended classes, and deal with the everyday terror and stress of the COVID-19. It felt like we were getting hit in the face on a regular basis. It had a lasting impressions on our generation, especially throughout our senior high school years, but it does not define us. We are more powerful than the strike on our youth. Charles Darwin is well known for several things, one of which is his theory of natural selection and its role in evolution. I'm sure you recall him referring to as survival of the fittest. In actuality, Darwin meant the most adaptive and resilient people, not those who merely created to survive. Every single one of us, having made it through the pandemic, are stronger for it. I think we are all looking forward to the day when small talk will no longer consist of complaining about how stressful this year has been and how unpleasant the masks are. The pursuit of happiness, will and has already caused change. You will play your final game, run your final meet, and the stage lights will dim. It's difficult to accept change, but it doesn't imply it's bad. It is not the end of a chapter, but rather the start of a new one. You can now choose a college or a career route and accomplish whatever you want with the world ahead of you. So, while change may be painful, the train of life will keep chugging along with you. Nevertheless, live your life the way you want to the fullest, because we only live once in this life. Today is a day to celebrate with no regrets about how we got here. People who imparted their wisdom with you whether you wanted it or not. People who drove you around whether you wanted it or not. People who gave you books you like and dislike. The people who taught you how to talk and while also reminding you not to. People who provided you their trust and assistance with no ulterior intentions other than to see you succeed. Now, I would like to say a few things before I end my speech. Thank you to the people who have contributed to my achievement, my ever-loving parents, for always being by my side at all times. I apologize for saying things I didn't meant to say. Your love and support for me is indescribable. Thank you for meeting all my needs and for your patience in every way. Since words are not enough, actions are tough. Thank you to my friends Jocelle, Aljan, Cassandra, Wella, and Joanna for pushing me to the best I could be. Finally, as I come closer to this chapter of my life, I would like to share the lessons I've learned through the years, and that is to seize every chance that comes your way and never to be afraid of failure. Thank you.
A blessed day to everyone. This is Joanna Paula Sabado from ABM 12A. Before I start, I just want to affirm you all my fellow graduates. We made it. All the hard work has finally paid off and we are all ready to take the next big step in life beyond high school. Graduation, a time to remember and a time to dream. It is the moment we bid our goodbyes to yesterday and greet tomorrow, to rejoice for all that we are and for all that we may become. High school life is one of the most exciting and happiest moments of a student's they say. This is where we fully get to experience our teenage years. We began to dream, build friendships, and even face trials and uncertainties. However, these last 2 years in high school were different from what we are all used to. A pandemic happened. The COVID-19 pandemic, which is unprecedented and turned the world upside down. I remember the violent reactions when we found out the change in our method of learning, the mixed emotions and uncertainties with the distance learning modalities, the academic freeze which trended whom the students demanded when it felt like the setting was unfair, suffocating, and it's taking away the freedom of some. The precious experiences of modular day, the way we are resting and chilling for the first 5 days and procrastinate on Thursday, the last minute cramming and that being able to take a sleep until we finish the activities to be passed the next day, the little breakdowns and the anxiety for the uncertainty. It is the way how everyone was adjusting, not just us as students but also our parents and our teachers. Nevertheless, I always remember that one advice from Dr. Soyce which was really instilled in me. It says that when something bad happens to you, you can either let it define you, let it destroy you, or you can let it strengthen you. So before I end this, I just want to thank all our teachers and our mentors for being a part of our journey. This school year has been a bumpy ride for everyone, but with you being patient, diligent, and dedicated made things a lot easier. And aside from honing our skills and talents, you taught us lessons with excellence and inspire us to be the better version of ourselves, and I'm so grateful for that. To the people who contributed to this accomplishment, my ever-loving parents and to the full family, I deeply appreciate the effort, love, support, time, and patience you have for me. I hope I did make you all proud. And a special thanks to all of my friends, especially to my Alab's homies, Wella, Jocelle, Cassandra, Aljan, and Jarell. Thank you for the unexpected friendship, for the joy you bring in my senior high school journey, for being my shoulder to cry and rant on, and for helping me grow and develop as a person. Lastly, to my fellow graduates, may we not stop learning and look forward to improving ourselves. As we enter a new phase, might as well prepare for another battle and take on the challenges head first. Be brave and never consider giving up. Best wishes to us in all of our future endeavors. Thank you and congratulations.